The collective, speaking on the current situation on Earth. The collective, greetings, dear ones. We are very pleased to speak with you today. And so, our writer has asked that we speak to the current situation on the Earth, as so much is happening now that feels to be disturbing or difficult, as it reaches you in news reports, or online discussions or interpretations of what is going on now. Many are online offering insights of one kind or another. Much of it is the strictly left-brain viewpoint of modern journalism, which it must be said, is often a kind of storytelling based on false information or supposition, much of it based on official statements from the old power structure. Some of what one hears online are messages received from psychics or intuitives. Some of it, very spiritually aware in essence. And some of what reaches you is a combination of these. And we would say, listen to your inner nudges, and respect the leanings of your own heart space, friends, regarding what or how much to take in of this ongoing torrent of information. Avoid the news, empath. Keep your energies higher than that. Take in only that which flows positively with your energies and outlook, and leave the rest. You will still receive enough information to know what is basically happening, yet will not be overwhelmed or manipulated into feeling bad about life. You may choose not to watch the mainstream, or even the alternative news reports anymore. For example, if you feel your energetic vibration lowering as you do so, this does not mean that you no longer care about other people and what is happening in the world. Most assuredly, you do care. You care greatly. We see that in your heart space. And that sensitivity is a very great reason to guard your emotions and your mental focus from manipulation of any kind. You may be aware of the spells that were long ago cast on your modern news media to bring the vibration of the listener or viewer down to feelings of extreme passivity, sorrow, loss, even hopelessness. You will need to retrain your thinking now, so as to choose only that news which you feel in your heart space is honest and real, as well as encouraging. As your world is in many ways still steeped in third-dimensional forms and vibrations, we would also say, gather your own news. As you get quiet and tune in inwardly, what are you feeling or sensing is happening on the Earth now? As you tune into Lady Gaia herself, and tune into these beautiful golden light particles flowing to Earth, affecting every living thing, and ascending their frequencies to new and higher levels, what are you sensing? Are you sensing the despair that the news reports often spark in the viewer? Or are you feeling the aliveness of these light particles, and the power of their transformative presence? Are you starting in some ways to remember lives in which you related to nature as a collection of individual presences, roles, and personalities, all of them woven into one beautiful, shining fabric? If you can find a bit of woods to hike in, weather permitting, or a patch of trees in a city park, or some plant or animal life on the land you live on, what do you sense there? Right now, all of nature is tuning into the intergalactic messages and solar tonal vibrations being flowed to Earth and her beings. Nature's beautiful living presences are rejoicing that their own prayers have been heard, and that their own voices of creation, and yours, can now become stronger. Much of this is palpable to the one who is willing to tune into it, and to rejoice at the new life pouring into everyone on Earth, whatever their circumstances. You may have read how some of the contacts of the White Knights of the Ashtar Command at rainbowrentable.net, in their news updates, speak of how everything is getting better and brighter on the planet. Yet this realization is not easily reached by the one who is taken in by the dark presentations of the old order in this great holographic field you live in. This outplaying of thought and energy that most still take as reality is anything but, friends. Yet your experiences and soul journeys are most assuredly real. This is so, even if you rarely find time to laugh, or to enjoy the colorful brilliance of the flowers or fruits at the market, or do not see the miracles that are trees, small children, and animals. If you will take a moment to breathe, to stop demanding that the world fix itself so you can feel better about it, something miraculous then has room to flow through you. You may more feel than hear the tonal vibrations flowing to Earth now to lift every heart, illuminate every mind, detoxify every body. You may become aware of the movement of many millions of ships, fleets of beings you call, it's though some are family to you, and angelics of every order, as well as archangels and ascended masters, working constantly to steer the great ship you live on into a place of peace and higher light. We are aware, of course, that many of you are stressed with work deadlines, family issues, health issues, bills to pay, and so on. We are aware that you are not blissfully floating about some great starship and greeting old friends at your leisure, or are you? Can you account for where your spirit and consciousness are every moment of the night as your body is sleeping? You cannot, for you do not see the colorful portals of light you travel through in your spirit body each night to meet your soul family and to confer with them and others on your earth mission. You speak to them often about your soul growth in this earth life, and where the earth is headed now in those areas you are dedicated to assisting. All things must change, dear ones. So much is shifting now that does not speak to you only through your outer eyes and ears. As you ascend, you are regaining the ability to hear and to see inwardly, especially as you meet in meditation with your guides and higher self, your soul family, or any beautiful being of light you wish to connect with. Many of you are recalling the lives in which you connected easily with the fairy realm, or dragon friend, or spoken wordly with animals, or with trees, and heard their histories. For trees are great storytellers, and all of their stories are real ones. All of this is real, as well as the fact that you are greatly loved and assisted now by beings who have existed for thousands, even millions of years, and whose voices are available to you if you will listen. For some, hearing inwardly is easily accomplished. They simply call on whomever they wish to speak with, ask their question, and listen as the answer comes forth. Others receive information in outer ways, in symbols they might see, or things they read, or comments in conversation that seem to be sheer coincidence, yet they know in their heart that this is a message they are meant to receive. Others will say to their spirit team, just drop your guidance into my thinking. Infuse my thoughts with your wisdom. I'll know it's you. Those ideas will just feel lighter, and will bring me some form of peace I didn't have before. Others receive images or messages in dreams, through oracle cards, through automatic writing, or drawing. Choose what you feel most comfortable with, dear ones. But open to this higher wisdom as your new news report, and the one most applicable to your life. Affirm aloud now if you wish, I am open to receiving divine knowing and divine wisdom at all times. And release the obsession with receiving information outwardly, as if that were the only way to learn about something. As a baby, you had no faculty for such, yet look at how quickly you learn so much, and mainly from your intuition and very open connection to this universe. You may know the beautiful old reminder, listen. The earth is singing. Remind yourself of this often, for indeed the earth is singing. And cease to crown as king or queen of your thoughts and emotional vibration anyone with a microphone or a news desk who seems to speak authoritatively on something you feel you know little about. You know more than they do, friends. Believe us as we say that. Because your gaze is lifted far higher than that narrow sliver of false or misleading information that the old power structure allows them to share with you. They have no authority. All of that is yours now. And so, will you rejoice in that, and treat all, including yourself, with great kindness now? Your leadership as a being of light and higher love is much needed and irreplaceable in your sending world. Move into that space and give thanks, even when all your modern world training says that is nonsense. You have outgrown them. We send much love, dear ones. You are much further down the path than you can imagine. All is well. Namaste. We are with you, always. You can make a positive difference. This is a clarion call from the realms of illumined truth. The legions of light who are collaborating with awakening humanity in Mother Earth's unprecedented ascension process are asking lightworkers around the world to redouble our efforts. Our light is needed now in ways we have not previously experienced. This clarion call is being made not to instill fear, but because we have the absolute ability to make a very positive difference. The veil separating heaven and earth has been purified and transfigured into a transparent gossamer. like force field of energy. This is allowing the light of God, from all of the celestial events that are happening in the heavenly realms, to penetrate into the physical plane, and to bless humanity, the elemental kingdom and Mother Earth with frequencies of light we have not been able to receive for eons of time. We are now receiving very positive effects from this greatly amplified influx of light. Unfortunately, the negativity being pushed to the surface from our daily human miscreations is causing humanity's fragmented and fear-based fallen human egos to fight tooth and nail to maintain control of its power and its ability to manipulate us. We are witnessing this struggle in shocking ways. People in positions of power, whom we trusted, seem to be willing to sell their souls in order to maintain their power. We now clearly see that people we believed were working for the highest good of humanity and all life evolving on this planet are doing no such thing. This disheartening betrayal is causing a great deal of anxiety and fear. The Company of Heaven has recently revealed that, in spite of outer appearances, the incredible shifts of energy, vibration, and consciousness humanity en masse has experienced since the beginning of this decade has prepared humanity in powerful ways to awaken from our deep sleep and our dormant levels of consciousness. We are being told that there are literally millions of people who are a breath away from awakening and bursting the bonds of the paralyzing grip of their fallen human ego. At this time, many people in the United States of America and around the world are being placed in positions of power that they are totally unqualified for and that they are accepting with malevolent intent. This includes not only people at governmental levels but people in positions of power everywhere. The Company of Heaven is asking us to remember that even these people are sons and daughters of God. They all have an I Am presence that is pulsating within the divinity of their heart flame. Just like you and me, they have also been allowed to embody on Earth because of their ability to assist in Mother Earth's ascension process. Many of these people are also just a breath away from awakening. 2025 has been declared a year of unique awakening and manifestation. Comprehending just what this unique awakening entails so that we can co-create it is a critical facet of our collective mission this year. The unique awakening that we are being called to co-create and to manifest on behalf of our sisters and brothers in the family of humanity who are still asleep and acting out in abhorrent ways involves bursting the bonds of the paralyzing grip of their fallen human ego. This will enable their I Am presence to awaken them in unique ways that will allow them to transcend their human ego and to rise into higher levels of divine consciousness. Through this level of consciousness they will express oneness and reverence for all life. There are activities of light that have been encoded in the realms of cause that are now ready for physical manifestation. If you and I and the rest of awakening humanity will volunteer to empower these activities of light, in alignment with our heart's call, the Company of Heaven will amplify our invocations 1,000-fold, thus catapulting this unique awakening process forward in the light a quantum leap. If you have the heart's call to do so, please join with me and light workers around the world now as we decree in the first person. I am my I Am presence. I am my I Am presence, and I am one with the I Am presence of all of humanity. As one breath, one voice, one heartbeat, and one energy, vibration, and consciousness of pure divine love, I proceed. As I invoke this activity of light for myself, I invoke it on behalf of all of my sisters and brothers in the family of humanity, in perfect alignment with each one's divine plan and the highest good for all concerned. I am now the perfection of my I Am presence grown to full stature. I reclaim and accept my personal divinity as a beloved child of God. I instantly and permanently release and let go of all beliefs and behavior patterns that conflict with the truth of who I am. From this moment forth, I consecrate my life to fulfilling the immaculate concept of my full divine potential. From this moment forth, I consecrate my life to reflect oneness and reverence for all life and everything I think, feel, say, and do. From this moment forth, I consecrate my life to be the open door through which the light of God will continually flow to bless and heal all life on earth. Now, with every holy breath I take, I am ascending into new levels of divine consciousness. With every in-breath and every out-breath I am receiving higher and higher frequencies of our Father Mother God's golden flame of enlightenment. As this occurs, humanity en masse is becoming consciously aware through our I in presence of this shift into a higher state of divine consciousness and enlightenment. This is allowing every person to clearly perceive the unique awakening taking place within the divinity of humanity's heart flames. This golden flame of enlightenment is an expression of divine intelligence from the very heart of our Father Mother God. This sacred fire reflects the full divine potential of sacred knowledge pulsating within the heart flame of every son and daughter of God evolving on earth. The company of heaven is now standing in readiness. These messengers of God send forth a clarion call invoking the beings of light throughout the cosmos to come and help the light workers around the world in this moment of expanding within the heart flame of every person on earth the divine enlightenment and unique awakening of our Father Mother God. As the cosmic tone from this clarion call reverberates through all creation, the response comes from every corner of the universe. I see the luminous presence of legions of divine beings descending into the atmosphere of Earth. They take their strategic positions above the planet, and as one consciousness of divine enlightenment, the beings of light begin breathing into their heart flames on behalf of all of humanity the highest frequency of our Father Mother God's fifth-dimensional crystalline solar flame of divine enlightenment that cosmic law will allow. The celestial frequency of enlightenment is pulsating with the sacred knowledge now being revealed in every person's heart flame. This sacred knowledge contains the catalyst for their unique awakening that will now burst the bonds of the paralyzing grip of humanity's fallen human egos. As this occurs, this sacred knowledge reveals the profound truth that we are one with all life and that there is no separation. Now, as humanity's unique awakening is being gently assimilated into the heart and conscious mind of every person on earth, I expand this activity of light to further awaken in unique ways the people who are associated with the governments of the world. Manifesting divine government. I now invoke our Father Mother God and the great beings of light from our Grand Central Sun, who are co-creating divine government on this blessed planet with the mighty Elohim Israel, Saint Germain, and Lady Portia, Elmo Ra, and Lady Miriam, Archangel Michael, and Lady Faith, Lamori the Lord of Harmony, Micah the Angel of Unity, and the majestic goddesses of liberty, justice, freedom, victory, glory, oneness, and transfiguration. I also invoke the silent watchers, mighty archangels, and the ascended masters guarding the evolutions of Earth. Beloved ones, come forth now. Blaze the most intensified frequencies of divine will, divine love, and divine enlightenment from the very heart of our Father Mother God through the heart flame of every person who is now, or will be in the future, involved with the governments of Earth in any way. Uniquely awaken every one of these people to the profound opportunity and the awesome responsibility they have during this cosmic moment. Enlighten each and every one of these people to the profound reality that it is time for divine government to manifest now. This is destined to be a government of the I Am Presence, by the I Am Presence, for the I Am Presence of every person on earth. This will be a heart-based government that is manifesting the highest good for all concerned in every single instance. Beloved legions of light, let each person who is now or ever will be responsible for the governments of the world in any way to tangibly feel and experience the power, love, and enlightenment of our Father Mother God flowing through their heart flame. This will allow the sacred knowledge from their newly recalibrated immortal victorious threefold heart flame to surface into their heart and conscious mind, manifesting their unique awakening at a greatly accelerated pace. I now invoke the I Am Presence of every one of these people to take full dominion of that person's thoughts, feelings, words, actions, beliefs, and memories. Empower that person to hear and to listen to the intuitive inner guidance of their I Am Presence, which will guide them unerringly toward the fulfillment of their individual and collective divine plans in their mission of co-creating divine government tangibly on earth. Now, beloved legions of light, Seal this activity of light in the immortal victorious threefold flame anchored within the heart of every person on earth. As we uniquely awaken, collectively hold the sacred space for the manifestation of divine government on earth. Expand this activity of light daily and hourly with every holy breath we take until planet Earth and all life evolving upon her have God victoriously completed our ascension into the fifth dimensional crystalline solar frequencies of the new Earth. And we decree: victory is ours in love governing this planet. Victory is ours in love governing this planet. Victory is ours in love governing this planet. And so it is, beloved I am. Beloved I am. Beloved I am that I am. God bless you, Patricia Cota Robles. February's theme, enhancing receptivity. In February we are igniting vibrational creative forces that are contained in our second chakra, sacral area, to strengthen our sense of empowerment and creative manifestation. Powerful energies during this month are propelling us forward to a significant reset point in our lives. It's an exceptional time to be on the planet, as each of us steps into our own unique divine blueprint, and creates our earthly life from a place of awareness, empowerment, and authenticity. Divine liberation is coming in strongly as we reawaken creative power, and fuse it with divine guidance. There is a fire within that is being stoked in February, so that we can transcend to a higher mindset and higher order during the March DNA upgrade. To merge with this new level of higher mindset/order via the DNA upgrade, there is an elevation of our sovereignty and creative power required that is born from a decluttering and cleansing of deep emotions that hampers and holds us hostage from discerning the true needs of our own heart. As we raise our vibration in the second chakra to be receptive and fulfill our needs, we can then shift out of apathy, narcissism, and loneliness. This permits us greater divine liberation, co-creation, and the ability, as a collective, to create more enlightened and heartfelt responses to the challenges that we face in our world and our individual lives. We are moving to an illuminated matrix of revolution. The two archetypal energies that will support us to engage our second chakra on a new level and further our illumination in February are the sovereign and the mystic. You are being supported to synthesize higher consciousness, to impact the common good in the form of loving service, and take action anchored in loving wisdom to advocate for change. In doing so you transcend to another level of being, so that you can live through the heart. The 9D Arcturian Council, the effects of the February 2025 energies. Greetings. We are the Arcturian Council. We are pleased to connect with all of you. We are very happy and excited to tell you about the February energies. We want you all to know that we take many factors into consideration before deciding what energies we will be sending to you, and we also want you to know that we are not the only group that is offering you supportive, helpful, healing, loving energies. There are many in the ninth dimension and in other dimensions who are sending energy to Earth to be picked up on, to be felt, and hopefully to influence you into a higher state of consciousness. The energies that we and a few other collectives like us are sending for the month of February are all about getting you to find your true self within you. These energies will be very supportive in helping you to find your voice and your truest form of self-expression. They are to help you to discern whether something is meant for you or not. They are to help you to understand where you fit in regarding the ascension of humanity, and even where humanity is in this current moment. These energies will be about making that signal that you offer from deep within your core louder and stronger, so that you cannot miss it, so that you can feel when something is aligned for you. You have so many choices in front of you at all times, and you need to know where you stand in regards to those choices. Having a clear idea, a clear feeling of your true self is very important, because you need to make choices. You need to choose what to focus upon, what to do and not do. You even need to make choices around what to think, what to believe, what to say, and when you have a better sense of your true self, the vibrational signature, that is you, you will make more informed choices, and those choices will benefit you and the others around you in immeasurable ways. So what can you do to ensure that the energies will be effective, and that they will help you? Stop periodically throughout the month of February, and open up to them, feel for them, and let yourself be influenced to something that is positive, to something that is more of you. It's something that every single human being needs, but most aren't asking for, and yet here we are delivering it to you anyway. We are the Arcturian Council, and we have enjoyed connecting with you. Goddess of creation, your universal self. I greet you, beloved family. I reach out from my heart to yours. I reach out to wrap you in love and light, at this time of ascension. This is a time where it may feel as if you are riding in a boat upon turbulences. It may feel as if those wave upon wave keep coming up underneath your boat, and lifting you up, and then you fall down in the trough. This is something that can happen at any point in your life, because the energy is always changing. But the energies are particularly strong at this time. The energies continue to build and build and build ever since the solstice in December, and there's going to be a peak with the equinox in March. That does not mean that you will constantly be in these very intense energies. But it does mean that you will be riding those waves of up and down and up and down. I invite you to consider, as you are riding upon the waves, to just consider it in a very literal means. Things are pushing you up, and then you're falling down, and then up and down. And what I mean by that is it could represent something that you may be healing or clearing within yourself. But it could also just mean that the waves are pushing up and then they're going down. It could be something that is more of a global experience instead of something that is specifically to do with you. So here at this time, as we gather together in this experience, I invite you to focus on your breathing, taking every breath in, feeling it swirl within you, and then breathing out. Take a moment to look at your life, and ask yourself the question, have I been feeling these waves? Have my energies been moving up and down? Or perhaps my thoughts, I go down and I get caught up on something, and then I come up and I let them go. At this now moment, as you feel all of what this may be for you, just take in a deep breath to hold it within you and then breathe out. I invite you to create that ball of light within your heart center. You can feel that energy. For so many of you, it's just instantly there. If it is something new to you, then just feel as if you are creating a ball of energy right around your heart center. This is from the energy center that's in and around your heart, and it becomes its own energy separate from your physical heart. Send a stream of that energy down through your energy bodies, your solar plexus, your sacral, your root center, and then you send it all the way down into the earth. As this is anchoring within the earth, you might feel as if it's spreading out in different ways, so that you have a great deal of that earth energy that's here and available to you. It then comes back up, coming back up through that cord of energy that you sent down. It comes back up into your heart center, swirling around. You send it through your throat, your third eye, your head center, your crystalline, and then you send it up to your higher self. As you take a moment to glance around at your higher self, do you see some of those projects that you've been working on? Do you see some of what you've been seeking to manifest? Pay attention to what is here, and if you need to clear it out, you can clear it out. You follow that thread of energy, or that thread of light, as it takes you even further up until you arrive within the soul plane. As you do so, you connect to your own divinity, you connect to your soul essence. And as you do so, things expand even further. The last time that we got together, we talked about the heart of your soul. As you are here in the soul plane, where perhaps you have other aspects of you, but this is where a great deal of your soul resides. Connect through that heart. Connect with your soul in a way that it completely supports you as the energies continue to expand. I, the goddess, walk in and amongst each one of you. I reach out so that I can merge with you. As my energies embrace your own, you become one, and I amplify you as your divinity, and this moves us into the all that is. Take a look around. Perhaps there is some of that energy still here from the last time that we got together. Perhaps you already have clear intentions of what you would like to work upon, and it's here within this space. Before you get into anything, that is your own, I invite you, as if you are looking with new eyes, or as if you are coming here for the first time, look at the universal light that is shining within this space. Each one of you has a part of yourself that is out within the universe. This part of you may be aligned with the planet. It may be on one of the motherships. Most likely, it is coming to your awareness right now. Because this aspect of you from the universe is here to amplify anything that may be happening within you. For many of you, it is as if you see someone walking towards you within this space. For others of you, it's something you just simply feel within your essence. As you connect, open your consciousness, and ask to know if there is a name for this individual. I noticed that some of you heard your own name reflected back to you. I heard others of you were given a different name. As you interact with this aspect, because this is you, possibly from a future life, possibly from a past life. But it is you coming, as an aspect out of your soul, bringing with him or her the essence of the universal light frequency. You may take a moment and, as if you manifest some chairs, or a place to sit down and have a conversation, open up to ask, is there a particular message this individual is bringing to you? Perhaps you have a question that you would like to ask this individual. You may ask any question by just letting it come up into your thoughts. You may perhaps just tap into a feeling or an experience, and you don't need to put it into words. I invite you to take a moment and, as if you're either sitting side by side or standing up, just reach out your hand to place it over their heart and let them place their hand over your heart. As you are touching them, you convey to them through touch some of the information from your vibration and your frequency. You are also conveying knowledge that you have within you. As they then reflect that energy back to you, they are creating a place where you can feel unconditional love. Or perhaps you might feel limitless knowledge. No matter what message they are giving to you, be open to receive. Now, as I look at each one of you, I see both of you are filled with very expanded crystalline energies. As you connect to the crystalline light, or the crystalline energy bodies, it moves through you. It connects with your thoughts and your beliefs. As you are telepathically communicating with your universal self, this is an opportunity to transition any limiting thoughts or beliefs. Whatever that may be, let it come up within you and clear out. As you align with your universal self, chances are your belief system is expanding in a very dramatic way. Look at your life through universal eyes. As you look at your life from this very expanded perspective, notice alternatives that are available to you that you may not have been aware. Consider the emotions that you have within you. Is there a particular emotion that might be holding you back? Or just let your universal self shine forth to you the myriad of your emotions. I am picking up from many of you that you actually have emotions that are entrained within you that you are unaware of. This might be emotions of anger, fear, perhaps less than, perhaps sadness, frustration, and then you are interpreting those in a different way. As your universal self is conveying to you this hugely expanded awareness, feel what that is to you. Sometimes when you understand the reason why you feel a particular way, it allows you to grow or perhaps let it go. When you are fixated on something within your life, you cannot see any other alternatives come up in this moment, or bring it up in this moment. If you let it go. Your life has the potential to be very different than what you are aware. Now, maybe you don't want it to be different. Maybe you want it exactly as it is. And this is always acceptable. As energies continue to flow, as there is more and more of an influx of energy that is either coming in from the universe, through solar flares, through your own personal growth, life changes, or the perspective of life changes. Look around. Your universal self is showing you opportunities that are either immediately within your life, or that may be coming up for you. If as you're looking, you see only one potential, then clear it out. Because everybody has multiple potentials, or multiple choices available to you. As you continue to sit with the vibration of your universal self, ask to see you from that perspective. When the two of you first connected to one another, there were only bits and pieces that were shared. But now that you have created a deeper alignment, allow your universal self to show you how they perceive you. I notice from many of you that your universal self sees you as different than you see yourself. In the majority of cases, your universal self sees you as someone that is filled with light, filled with the energies of transition to a much greater degree than you might see that for yourself. I also notice that where some of you that have really struggled in this lifetime, and you feel the weight of the struggle, your universal self looks at that and says, wow, that took strength, that took determination, that took awareness to overcome or move through. So look through the eyes of your universal self, and perhaps become aware that you are actually even more than you think you are. You can feel this energy, you can feel the love as it surrounds you. If there is something within you that doesn't quite believe it, or doesn't quite agree, then simply take off any restrictions, take off any bindings, and simply absorb that beautiful expanded perception. As I said that, and I continue to look at you, I can see that there's this merging that takes place so that you have an even easier access to this aspect of you. And so going forward, you can always call upon it, or receive this vibration, or receive this intention, to help remind you that you are more than what you think you are. Take a deep breath in, and breathe out. We feel that universal aspect returning out into the universe, or back into a higher aspect of your soul. If you remain here in the all that is, look around and consider anything that may have been going through your mind, or anything that was an experience for you, that is here for you to retain. There is such joy. There is such love. It is always here for you. Become accustomed to receiving love, to receiving joy, to receiving opportunities. There is always more than you ever dreamed of, and it's yours. It is here for you. I invite you to gather together as a group. As you do so, look at each other and pay attention to that universal light that each one of you has within you. Some integrated more than others, but it is there present within you. You see coming up within the group the hologram of the earth. As it comes up within the group, you infuse not only your own perception of all of this, but you infuse your universal aspect into this hologram. It becomes filled with light from each one of you. It becomes filled with light from their universe, and it all works together, shifting the vibration that this hologram is reflecting. There is an aspect that goes out into the universe. The remainder of that hologram goes back down into the earth plane. As it moves into the earth, there is so much less of a barrier. It's as if it just smoothly moves down into the center of the earth, anchoring within, and then it reverses, and comes back up. There is a clear intention that as this hologram is doing so, it is working with the collective consciousness, infusing the collective consciousness with universal light, with universal potential, with universal perspective. Each one of you will then begin to ground yourself back within your physical body. You bring back everything that you did in the all that is. You flow through your soul in the soul plane. You come down through your higher self. You anchor within your physical body. As you do so, look around. Look at how your own body has expanded to accommodate the universal light. Look at what your own life looks like to you now from the perspective of the universal light. There is an easy flow that moves in and out. Your soul is massive. It contains aspects of you that have lived many lifetimes, both here on the earth plane, sometimes out in the universe, sometimes even out in the omniverse, or the multiverse. When you consider that different lifetimes give you different perspectives, then let that be where you are right now. That you are opening up to see your life, or your experience from that perspective of a universal self, that you're bringing in that universal light to shine within you and help you in your everyday reality. I would say in 99.9% of what I saw in all of you this evening. When looking at you from your universal self, you all are way more than what you think you are. You have more opportunities than you think you do. And this is a potential that you might not have even thought about. So be open and aware that you will receive feedback and perceptions in the days and weeks to come, so that you may experience whatever that will be. Beloved, know that I am ever with you. And Saluia.